Well, once a group of young Bergenworth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Bergenworth.
There are so many different kinds of blood in the game. Blood that heals, blood that fortifies weapons, and blood that can be used as a weapon. And these are only a few examples. Let's begin with Alfred's dialogue regarding the holy medium discovered in the tombs. Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines a medium as an individual held to be a channel of communication between the earthly world and a world of spirits. The medium I believe Alfred is referring to is the messengers, and in the context of Bloodborne, the world of spirits is the dreamlands, meaning the hunter's dream and all the nightmares. Now, it is never explicitly stated, but I postulate the medium showed a tomb prospector the healing properties of Great One blood. Perhaps the prospector was gravely injured and had earned the tomb Merriam's trust, and they treated him or her with blood of the Great Ones. It goes without saying, the discovery of this magnitude must have ignited a fervent desire to share what was found deep in the tomb. Whether the blood of the Great One was voluntarily relinquished or taken by force, it is unclear. Nonetheless, it surfaced in Yharnam, and the Healing Church was born. At the beginning of the game, you explicitly receive a transfusion of Yharnam blood. This procedure, along with the contract, initiates you as a hunter. The popular theory is that this blood binds you to the hunter's dream, unless ye transcend the hunt, are doomed to immortality in the beast-laden streets of Yharnam. So, you begin the game with incredibly powerful blood that grants you immortality and ensnares your consciousness in a very specific place. On top of that, you inject blood into your leg. That must, in a real-world sense, immediately heal your wounds so you can continue the hunt. Sounds godlike, does it not? With all of that established, let us discuss the blood that heals. As mentioned before, blood vials instantly heal the player. But what of the blood we get from NPCs? Let's start with Iosefka's blood vial. This refined blood, highly invigorating, restores a larger amount of HP. Hers is of a clinical sort and is a product of a slow and careful refinement process. But what of the whore and the blood saints?
All I can give is my blood. But would you even take a whore's blood?
Arianna wears a noble dress that traces back to the Forsaken Castle Canehurst. Her blood is described as similar to precisely what was once forbidden. Alfred explains how a scholar betrayed his fellows at Bergenworth and brought forbidden blood back with him to Canehurst Castle. So, Arianna has some genealogical tie to the Canehurst family. What I am attempting to demonstrate is that Arianna's blood is not a result of the chemistry that Iosefka's blood is. It is innate. This rogue scholar, presumably with the blood of Great One, infused, transfused, or ingested this forbidden blood amongst the royal family. The point is, there is human blood that can recreate the effects of the blood of the Great One, albeit blood that has passed through several generations. Assuming Arianna is a distant relative of the Queen.
Oh, merciful God, help me.
in the name of the healing church, cleanse us of this horrible dream.
I cannot begin to express my gratitude to you. The only thing that I can offer is my own lowly blood.
The healing church nuns are chosen for their merit as vessels for blood, and groomed as blood saints. Obviously, vessel means there is some biological prerequisite for these women to become nuns. Adella being one of these special women. What exactly the grooming was, I am not sure, but I think we get a clue in the research hall.
I was once a blood saint too.
Adeline was originally one of the blood saints who received treatment by the church to cultivate worthy blood. Adeline's was one of the few cases that turned out favorably. The point is, healing blood can come from a human, although I believe some intervention with the blood of a great one, or synthesized blood of a great one, is necessary. Returning to Arianna and Forsaken blood for a moment. Imagine a scenario where the scholar who betrayed Byrgenwerth did not betray anyone. Imagine the blood was just as valuable, or even more so than what the Byrgenwerth scholars discovered, but because the healing church had been established and this new blood was in opposition to healing church blood, it was viewed as a threat to the church, and might have even undermined the church. My theory is that the healing church was trying to destroy the Forsaken blood simply because it threatened the very foundation of the healing church. The scholar who discovered the Forsaken blood saved what he or she had found, and took the blood to the most powerful people they could think of, the Cairnhurst royalty. And this, I believe, is the truth behind the executioners and their raid of the castle. In summation, two types of blood with miraculous properties that caused an intense power struggle. One of many examples of the healing church's abuse of power. Another abuse, of course, being the burning of old Yharnam. Brutal and inhumane means to expunge opposition and sustain supremacy. A topic for another video, I know, but one of the morals of the Bloodborne story, in my opinion, is that humans cannot play God. The healing blood turned humans into beasts. And the blood, insight, or eyes on the inside that celestialized the people of Iosefka's clinic and the research hall did not result in success either.